Hi, it's John again. This time we're going to be doing a bit of fabricating. I have a wood burning stove in the house and I need a holder for holding logs so I can cut the logs. The basic material I'm going to use, it's 40mm C-section, it's galvanised. I don't like using galvanised stuff, I don't like welding it, but when you get it for nothing, it's what I'm going to use. Basically, I'm going to start cutting some bits to length. I'm going to use this 4x6 bandsaw. It's a bandsaw I got given. It had done a lot of work when I got it. I put some new rollers on it, a new drive belt, odds and ends. Basically, it's a spot-on machine, ideal for a small home workshop. I see it's called a 4x6, means it can cut a bit of metal 4 inches by 6 inches. I cut bigger stuff, most people have. All in all, an excellent bit of kit. You can see it's off the bottom, you've got a nice square, clean cut edge. I've come outside now, into the top of the garden. This is a concrete built shed where I do all my welding and grinding, and casting. I try not to grind next to my machines. I've got the base for this log hole that's set up on my bench. The bench is square. It's got angle all the way around. It's an easy, quick way of setting things up. I don't like welding galvanised. I've ground all the galvy off and I'm going to weld it with MIG. Some good tacks on it first. Getting a good hold. noise it's making. It sounds like a good welding, crackling bacon. Like I say, I don't like welding galvanised metal. I've got both doors open and I've ground most of the galvanising off. It's still horrible stuff. See the nasty white smoke? That's off the zinc, off the galvanising. It's bad for you. You close a shot of one of the welds, you can see it's not bad. Plenty of penetration. Not perfect, but not bad. Give you what forward it's got to do. This is the MIG welder I use, Megatronic, 160 amp, proper welder, copper transformer. I bought it second hand. I've got a bigger one at work, 240, that I absolutely hammer to death, and if you can't do it then they're absolutely excellent tools. Little inverter sitting on top of it, a DC inverter. I use that for TIG welding, scratch start TIG welding and stick welding. Having a nice solid steel bench is good for welding on. Keep your projects nice and square. This is the screen I use for welding. Speedy glass, quick change screen, electronic. It was expensive when I bought it. I bought it off Snap-on. I've had it 5 or 6 years now. I use the one at work all the time. The only problem I've had with it, it's great for MIG welding or stick welding. Occasionally on TIG welding, it seems to go bright sometimes. I think what happens is one of the little sensors might get blanked off with your hand, and the TIG flashes bright. Other than that, an excellent bit of gear. I wear glasses to see with, to read with. So what I've done, I bought a cheetah lens. It's a +2 piece of glass. It glues inside of here. It means I can weld with no glasses on. Of course, then when you take your screen off, you cannot see, but it all helps. I'm using a high-speed sealer tool because the material is rubbish. It's just a bit of bar found. It's covered in paint, crap. You can actually get an excellent finish with high-speed steel. It's a cheap alternative. You can grind it, sharpen it on an ordinary stone. Very important the tools on centre height when you're cutting a taper. Very important the tools on centre height all the time. But especially when you're cutting a taper and you want a nice sharp point. As you can can see this bit of box section has been used for something else, so I'm just using second hand stuff, whatever I've got lying about. I want to drill some holes in it. If you look closely inside the box section, there's a weld. It's actually a flat plate folded and welded. Try not to drill through the weld, it can be very hard. So drill through that side or that side. It's not that critical what I'm doing, I might as well try and make it symmetrical. These pins are going to be MIG welded into this bit of box section. There's a little bit of surface rust and dirt on the box section. MIG weld, I'll go straight through that, no problem. But you might as well clean it off. Takes nothing. you've got to weld galvanised stuff, you must grind the galvanising off. The galvanising dust, when you grind it, is bad enough for you, but the fumes off the zinc when it melts, when it burns when you weld it, it's absolutely horrible. I've got both doors in the shop wide open to try and get some ventilation through the place. I'm sort of making this up as we go along. I've made one once before. This one's very similar. Couple of tacks through the place. You might see here, I haven't quite ground all the galvanising off. You'll see the horrible fumes come off as I weld it. Horrible. Smell it. You see that float around, they call them frogs. Horrible. Not a bad word for a self-taught motor mechanic.